Everyone, happy Sunday night. Happy Sunday Night Live. Happy Sunday snowstorm. No snow day for us. Oh my gosh. It's a winter wonderland out there. It's a very light snow. But when John went to do the wood stove tonight, he said he wears muck boots that go up to his knee. And he's like, it's up to the top of my boots. Now from inside, you can't judge how much snow you've actually got because we did have some snow on the ground, not on the driveway. And on the backyard, I still had piles of snow. So to judge is really difficult for us right now. And I didn't even care about having a flat surface that had no snow on it. I didn't care. In my head, we weren't getting a lot of snow. Whatever we got, we got. I was, oh, this is such great news. Oh my God. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Okay, I have to reply just a few seconds. Give me 1 second. These are good tears. Let me get into the comment. Okay, I love you. You so much. Thank you for letting me know. And I will show her this part of the video. Good tears, I promise. Good tears. And then I'll come in to say hi to all of you. My daughter-in-law works. And I bet oh my gosh. Oh, a couple of weeks in a row. It must be the weather. I'm laughing. Thank you. I love you. This is my family. This is my family. So we have a lot of snow out there. A lot of snow. And then I'll get into you guys. My daughter-in-law calls me yesterday, and this is where I need you guys. I need you guys so much. My daughter-in-law calls and she says, Cam wants to come see you. And this would be the first time I get to see him since he had broken his arm, and it's his right arm. So I was like, okay, give me an idea when, because I can't have Bella go anywhere near him. Oh my gosh, God forbid, right? So Cam wants to come to Grandma Donna's. Do you all want to know why Cam wants to come to Grandma Donna's? Because if you all remember when little girl's birthday, we did a video of her saving money, and it got over 3,000 hits. Well, he's a YouTuber. He's got his own little channel. I can't tell you because it's kid friendly only. But he loves to talk to me about YouTube. So he wanted to come over and he wanted to show all my YouTubers his arm. And he wanted to beat his sister's views. So I have to ask a favor. If you guys can just watch that video a few times, each one of us, I think he's at like 700 and something. And then I'm going to read the text messages to you. Oh my God, lovey-dovey day. So my daughter-in-law works in a rehab aging facility. Oh, my daughter-in-law's got a calling. She's an RN, and she had to go in today. And I said to her, I'm like, snow's coming at 8:30 in the morning. Can't you go in early? Can't you get more overtime? She's like, I don't want to go in more. Excuse me. Then I have to. She goes, I'm going to be there all night. And I'm like, please. She's like, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Girl reminds me of myself. So I thought she went in about 3-4 o'clock. And I don't love to I don't. I let them have their space. And so earlier today, I said at 15, 18 hours, I said, hey, where's Kay? How is everything going? How are you? And T writes back, leaving for work soon. I say, okay. So now this is at 16:49, which is 4:49. And at 18:21, I'm thinking she's at work already. God help me. He goes, I go, hi, did she get to work okay? And TJ replies at 6:30, she just left. You want to talk about making the sign of the cross and saying prayers? Knowing what my driveway looks like, what my property looks like, not knowing what the roads look like, because I can't see my house from the road. I can't see the road from my house. So he writes, she just left. I said, okay, let me know when she gets there. He goes, okay. And then he tells me, they're coming over to you at some point tomorrow so I can clean the house and clean up the snow. And I'm like, the kids? And he says, yes. I said, okay. And with that being said, the first message that you saw was from my daughter-in-law, Kay. She says at 19:02, I made it to work okay. And the auto reply would be okay, but I didn't want it just to be okay. So I wrote, I love you so much. Thank you for letting me know, because you all know that that's what we do. Like, I know some kids get offended that their parents want to know that they make it somewhere okay. And that's them. And that's, everybody do you. But for TJ, John, Vinny, and I, we've always done that. And now Kay does it, and Shannon does it with Vinny, and then Vinny lets me know. And this week, when Shannon walked through the door, she had told me a story that she gets here and her mother's messaging her, like, did you get there yet? Did you get there? I'm like, Shannon, you can't forget to message your mother. She's like, I know, but I got to pee as soon as I get there. And I'm like, so this time when she walked through the door, the first thing I was like, hello. I said, make sure you message your mother. She goes, I already did. I was like, okay, good. Because you know what? That's what we do. So just as Kay told me that she got to work, that second message was from TJ telling me that she got there. So she must have messaged both him and I. He didn't know I was getting that message. I didn't know I was getting that message. So she's there for the overnight, caring for these people. And let me tell you something, my daughter-in-law's got a kind, good heart. She really does. She's got that calling of a caregiver. Zippy's right here. Let's come here, Zip. I need you to get away from my mouse. All right. Wow, what an opening. What an opening. Oh. All right. We got Wendy in the house. Wendy was first. Hi, sweet lady. How are you? We got Kristen. Kristen, you and I have not connected in a couple of weeks, and I apologize, but don't know what your schedule is tonight. If you want to jump in, do you not want to jump in? Do you want to tell people the numbers? Let me know. I do have a little headache. Okay, we got Nika in the house, my sweet sister. Hi, Nika. Love you guys all. Tina V. And I'm going to go through the comments really quick because I know. And I think that Kim, you're getting pounded right now. I do believe that Kim in her area is getting pounded. I have been tuned in to Ryan Hall. I do. I have a little bit of a headache. That got me. We got Robin Hawkins in the house. Leela, Emily. Emily should be sleeping right now, but she's here with us. I love that she's here with us. But when you do go back to bed, sweet dreams, my love. We got Taylor. Hi, Taylor. How are you? Staying warm. Yes, we are. I definitely want to talk about prepping. I want tonight to be a little bit of a prepping message, because I'm reading hers. Entered the message at the same time. And we got my girl Steph in the house. Budget with Mama Bear. Steph has no snow storms, nothing. I send her a message. She's like, oh, so pretty. I'm like, yeah, talk to me about that tomorrow. In my head. I talk a lot in my head. Doing our best to stay warm. Yes. Okay, let me think about this. Goodness. I'm trying to think of your name. Oh my gosh. Please tell me your name again. I'm so sorry. Why do I always forget that? You have about 12. I think we're going till 1 o'clock in the morning. Hi, New York. How are you? If you guys did not know this, I have a nickname. We for years on my channel, I always say that growing up, everybody had a nickname in New York. Little John and Frankie J and, Paulie C. Everybody had nicknames. So Jeanette is my sister from New York City, and it was just appropriate because I love to hear her talk. And she's my New York. She's my that connection to New York. We got the crafty saver, Miss Janet, in the house. Mr. J is in the house. Now, I do want to talk Elster here in a few seconds. Do not let me forget. We've got Melissa. Hi, sweet Melissa. If you didn't know that, I'm sure you know that that's a song. I'm sure you knew that. TJ was either going to be a Nikki or a Melissa. Yeah, one or the other. We got Miss Bev. Please give Donna the thumbs up, right? Jason messaged me today because you're going live. And I'm like, yeah. And all of a sudden that afternoon lull hit, and I had started prepping for lasagna on Friday. And yesterday we had our snowmobile Christmas party. I know, how amazing, right? We had no snow, but for the party last night. And it's such an amazing party. The prime rib is to die for. So last night was the snowmobile party, and a lot of the guys that come to the snowmobile party work for the state. They had to go out plowing. They had to be at work at midnight. Then we had a lot of our township people who had to be ready to go to work also. Everybody was like, we were all there together, but everybody had something to prepare for. And being surrounded by people like that always inspires me and gets me going. And that's who I was with last night. And then all of a sudden it was like I started crashing this afternoon. We had lasagna and it came out delicious. And then I ate the lasagna and you're like, oh, I don't want to do anything anymore. But I did. You know what? Pull up your big girl pants, Don, and let's get to work. We got Chrissy in the house. Yes, everybody stay safe. We got Magic Frog in the house. And Zippy's sleeping. You know what? I think if I change my camera view, my mic changes. He's sleeping right there. Yeah. We got Nikki. Hi, Nick. What's funny is that we won't do it. Well, these are John's rules, and I'm okay with them because he's the one that does most of the. But it's such a light snow. Nikki, do you have a snow blower? Not a snow blower. Do you have like a leaf blower? Because I talked about this once before. John will take the leaf blower and do the cars, and then he'll do the walkway and the front porch. And if it's light tomorrow, I will definitely be doing that. In the backyard. Thank you so much, Wendy. Grandma Donna, what's your numbers? What number did you get to? What number? The kid is like, he so wants to beat out his sister, but I totally get that, like sibling rivalry. Hi, Miss Wanda. Wanda, your orders, thank you so much, are in the mail. I wanted you to know that they got out Friday, I do believe. I made sure they got out before the storm. And if my memory is correct, you got the Save to Sync. Did you get the Save to Sync envelope? It's amazing how I can remember. I can't remember like silly stuff I've got to do, but when I'm working on orders, I don't know if it's that I'm so in tune, but I do remember silly stuff like that. We got Jean in the house. Hi, Miss Jean. Did you all know that Miss Jean came on the cruise with us? Yes. And let me tell you, sweetest as pie. I really did enjoy the moments that she and I had together, and together alone and together with everyone. I could sit and talk to her for hours. Love that. No, my grandson. It's my grandson. My grandson broke his elbow this week at gymnastics. It's so funny. Read those comments. Go back and read. And he's looking for comments. He's looking for people to chat with him, and so that he gets views. He wants views. He wants to beat his sister out on views. And I asked my daughter-in-law, I was like, is he here because he wants to make a video? She's like, yeah, he wants all your people to give him love and sympathy. I was like, how funny is that? He had a purpose. And I applaud him for being honest with his purpose. But then it's so funny, who's been around for a while? Because we'll get to all the comments. Do you guys all remember when, if you go back in my videos, you'll see I did videos a long time ago and I said my granddaughters. Well, TJ once dated a girl that had 2 daughters. TJ was always a magnet for those type of girls. And these 2 little girls were really good little girls. I do miss them. But they used to want to go down the basement, especially during holiday time. Hint, hint. And we used to tell them that the basement floor was broken and they could never go down the basement. And I guess it just overflowed into TJ's littles now. So when Cam was here, I was trying to, Cam was down here, Bella was napping, but then Bella couldn't nap forever because I had to go out to dinner last night. So I was like, I messaged Vinny, I said, Cam, come down and hang out with you at your house? And he's like, yeah. So I go, Cam, go down the basement to Uncle Vinny. And he just looks at me. I was like, oh my God, you've never been down there. He's like, no. And I'm like, all right, come on, I'll take you down. Now Vinny's house, space, whatever you want to call it, is to perfection. And his office is Nintendo everything. Cam walked in and his mouth hit the floor and his eyes lit up because Vinny's got kiosks from GameStop and these things that just make everybody, whether you're 50 to 5, like literally stop in their tracks. So Cam was hanging downstairs with Uncle Vinny yesterday. Usually we're all up here. We got Sandra in the house. Yes, I am so happy. And that she's there all night. And, she does. She reminds me of me. I said to TJ on Saturday, I said to TJ, so what's your contingency plan for getting her to work? And he was like, I got Josh ready to plow. And I found out last night that Josh lives on TJ's road. And I found out from one of the township supervisors that Josh has been plowing that road. Not even the township. He's doing them a favor because, Josh does it meticulously. So Josh has a big, big tractor. So he's able to do that. And that's where community actually really does come in. So I do believe that Josh kept up with TJ's driveway because who remembers 10 years ago, we here in Pennsylvania had 30 inches of snow right outside my door. And I couldn't help with the snow because I had just had surgery. So I was in charge of the little people. And TJ, we actually had to have someone come in with a bucket loader because TJ and his girl at the time with the kids stayed here. And to get to him, we actually literally had a bucket loader come and take the snow and dump it, could not be plowed. And I don't know if you've ever seen TJ's driveway in my videos. It's longer than mine. Okay, let's get into this. Katie is getting snow in Colorado. I think a lot of the country is getting more snow than they actually were expecting. But if you watch Ryan Hall, like tonight could be all about weather. Ryan Hall says that there's another one coming, but he did not want to talk about it until this one was done. So I'm like, oh goodness, what does that guy have up his sleeve? You had 9 inches at 11:30 and it's still snowing. Right before I came on, I was watching Ryan Hall and he said that that area was getting hit again right now. But it's, you know what? It's a day where, you cook, you have the fireplace going, and you're doing what you can, right? It's for us, I'm going to knock on wood because we're not ice. I really do feel bad for the people that are ice and the infrastructure and the lighting and stuff. I've been very contingent. So Kentucky, yes. I've been watching Kentucky and Louisville, and I think Louisville was getting more, right? Just a few minutes ago. And black ice is scary as can be. Yep. Hi, Kaylee. How are you? Okay, Christine, I got you. Yes. Nicknames are definitely a true New York thing. Hi, Aldo. How are you? I love that picture. Hi, friend. Yes, we're gonna do Elster here in a second. Oh, love you too. Margie's in the house. Okay, feel better. And Jen, I don't think I said hello to you. I kind of am skimming through the comments just to get caught up so that we can talk Elster. Hey, dude, get well soon. Yes, you did. A little dude. He's so funny. He's doing well though. I don't think I told you. When he broke his arm, he was at gymnastics. They were off from school on Monday, and gymnastics does a day program. And he actually did a flip into the foam pit, and then did it once, and then he went to do it again, and he overextended his elbow in the way that oh my gosh. And then they soft casted him, and then when he went to the orthopedic the next day, they had to set it. And I said to my daughter-in-law, I was like, did he cry? And she's like, no. He literally just buried his head in his arm and was just breathing. I was like, oh my gosh, that poor little guy. Right? In one of my last videos, you talked about your groceries counting as a no spend and was just wondering why. My no spend, because groceries are a necessity. For me, no spends are wants versus needs. I don't think a need is something that you should do without. So my no spends are all based on Donna, not the household. So when Donna looks to order something on Amazon for the household, Donna sometimes looks at Amazon and says, what does she want? So that's where Donna steps back and says, hey, is that a need or is that a want? And so household is not a spend. Groceries are not a spend. Gasoline is not a spend. Electricity, insurance, like that's not a, because if things like that were a spend, every day would be a spend because a bill comes in on almost daily, right? So my no spend challenge is based on Donna spending money. Yes. Yes. Okay. There you go. It's because it's a necessity to get groceries to eat. Go, Steph. Love it. Love it. Love it how you guys get there. Next weekend, I'm assuming that you're talking about Elster for next weekend, which is the first. Ooh. So when was the last time, if you live in a state that usually doesn't get snow, when was the last time you saw snow? Curious. Hi, Petticoat Budgets. Long time no see. We got Laura in the house. Hi, Miss Sandra. Hi, Megan. I hope I didn't, if I missed you, I'm coming to you. Dramatic Pandas in the house. Debbie. Here in the Nashville area of Tennessee, we started with snow and sleet. We are all ice now. Please be careful. Please be careful. You obviously you still have power. Okay. Wow, can't catch up with you all. All right, I'm almost there. Hi, Saving Over 50. Welcome. Oh, thank you for joining us. All right. Oh, I love it when we see new members. Because you know what? We did get a lot of new subscribers to my channel, which I'm loving. I was talking to someone last week. I didn't really talk to you guys about this. There was look at you all saying welcome. I love it. So there was our town. Did I talk to you guys about this? Our town has entrepreneurs and our county wants to help them succeed. So they're always like, one of the guys had a food truck. What do you need? What do you got? Where's the connection? Okay, we can get this person to help you do this, right? This is networking. So Dave, remember Dave who gave me the YouTube plaque because he hit 100,000? He let me show it to you guys a couple of summers ago. He asked Vinny to join him a couple of weeks ago during the day. So when Vinny came home, he was very chatty, telling me all about this. And he goes, I'm going back Tuesday night. He goes, the old principal was going to be there. One of the men that own the family pharmacy. They have a podcast. He's like, Ma, you might like to see them again, you know. And he goes, come. So Tuesday night, I went out to this meeting. And it was very, very interesting and community oriented. And I love that. So I had a lot of thought processes when I came back and, you know, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? How do I want to see my channel grow? And someone asked me the question. He goes, where do you see you? What do you want to see happen? And I thought about it. I go, I'm not sure. Right. So this is a good question for anyone that has a channel. Where do you want to see, what do you want to see happen? What do you want to see happen? By the end of the night, I was like, I have my answer. They're like, what's your answer? I made them all laugh. I go, I just want that plaque behind me. I just want that YouTube plaque. I think I might have to make one on 3D printer. Oh my God, could you imagine? I should do that. I was like, I don't know how you guys can help me unless you guys can give me, get a course together. This is what I asked them to do. I said, I'd love to see you guys bring a course to the table for video editing. And, you know, the young men that were there, they were like, oh, how do we do that? What do we have to do? And I'm like, guys, just think about it. Get back to me. I just want a course. I was like, I can learn on the computer. I have DaVinci, the workbook. But do I make the time to do that? No, I would make the time to go grab a class though, wouldn't I? So that's what I did ask them. Look at you. Oh. Hi, Sarah. How are you? So the last time you had snow was about 1 or 2 inches in January of 22. Okay. Should we get to business first? And then I want to talk preparation and things like that. So should we do I have $22, right? And if Emily's still here, I'm going to change my camera view and let's see if I lose. Oh, then you're going to see my list. I got a list. Okay. Oh, can't show you that page either because that's a video that's coming. That's a secret video that's coming. I got my handy dandy notebook with all my notes. Okay. As I drop every paper clip on the floor. Let's switch. Classes would definitely be amazing. I know, unless we do a course. Could we do a course? Like maybe every Wednesday night and I read from the book and then we work it on the computer. Oof. Do you see where my mind just went? Could you, because look. I had this. Ugh. Now, granted, they update this website constantly, or this program. It's free. It's called DaVinci Resolve. You can download it for free. And the free version is the best version, these young men told me. Now, I had this prior to my cruise. And then I went on the Disney cruise. I took this with me. But it's no fun to read unless you're in front of a computer. So I really need to prioritize this. I really do. Yeah, my mind is cooking, right? Is that what you're thinking? I'm thinking, but see, I need someone, not that I need someone. It's fun to have someone that wants to learn the same thing as you. And then you guys doing it. And then you go, okay, let's try this. Or I want to do this. Or let's try that. Like, I love that. So that's why I was like, classes. Changing the camera view. Let's stay on point. Let's see what Zippy looks like. Do you all see Zip? I see Zip. He's right here. Look at this beautiful face. Hi, Doodah. He's like, that dog went to sleep. I've got mommy to myself. Look, show everybody that beautiful, handsome face. Let's give him some light. Shine some light on you. Okay, this was gifted to me from Leela Budgets. Now, I did throw it in a video a couple of times, but I promised to save $2 a week for the entire week. So tonight, I am adding my $2 in. Right? That's a good way to use my $2 bills. Then I am going to, and my Kindle is out for a purpose. We have something to talk about. Did you all know that I collect skeleton keys? I have a whole jar of vintage skeleton keys. And every time one comes through the shop, John snags it and brings it home and puts it on my desk. One day I'm going to have to show you my collection. Yeah. Collection, right? Always a collection with Donna. All right, let's go to, and then we're going to talk Hop and Elfster. Keep me on track, guys. Hey, you. You make it very difficult for me to work. You really do. All right. We are done with this one. We are now working on, I'm sorry, we're still working on January. I'm sorry, Zip, you're making me crazy. Let's grab that. $20. And who knows if it's the same color blue. Yeah, give that boy snuggles, right? What is what, Wendy? What is it, Donna? Oh, the book? It's a class on video editing. This cat is very funny. All right. Holy moly. Wait, we need $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh, we're ringing that bell. Okay. I have $1 in my cash tray. Look at that. Zippy, you're laying on the bell. No, you're not. What is that, Zip? Zip, do you know what that means? When the bell rings in the Savings and Budget community, that means a savings challenge is fully funded, Zippy do. Okay. Yes, I get crazy with my animals. I love my animals. Ta-da! All right. No, it's not in this one. It's not in Ghana. Stand by. I'm trying to find my binder. Oh, hold on. Zippy do. We are going to put $20 in here, and 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. I rang the bell, and I'm going to pull this out, but I'm going to bring this envelope back in and put it towards the back when I'm done with the month. Okay, so yeah, I so wasn't prepared for tonight, right? Zippy, and I don't want to move him. We get to add this challenge into the Save to Sync envelope. Then what we get to do is we break out the Ding 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 book, and we're going to put a sticker on the 25th. Love it. And we get to add $1. Nothing is phasing this poor kitty. Nothing. And my money is in my cash tray. Zip. So every night, Bella goes to sleep. I come in here to go to work, and this is what he does. When he's in here, how do I work? How do I do this? All right. We have $21 saved. So let me ask you a question. How many challenges did you get to finish so far in the month of January? Frosty. I'm going to put Frosty. And we got $21. Yay, you put yours in your video. I love that, Sandra. Oh my gosh. Everybody, yeah, editing, right? Good night, Angela. Hi, Angela. Good night, babe. So we should have 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oof, we have $21 saved. Give me this. And we're done. Yay. And I'm going to put this one. So as each month changes, I'm still going to leave it in the back, only because I want a visual at the end of the year of all of the ones that we have done. Now, if you haven't grabbed this yet, it's over on the .com. We have Snow White. We have it in the envelope version, which is the combo, or we have it in the large sheet. Do you like Snow White? No, you like, give me Pinocchio because you got a crush on Figaro. Is Figaro a boy or girl? I don't know. Okay, bye. Thank you. Oh, that's such a good thing, right? All right. And now I'm back, and he's got my nose itching. I'm not allergic, but he's got my nose itching. Okay. Now, let's do this. Organization is done. Desk is looking pretty good. I'm going to go back to the comments for a second. The bright lights get me. All right. 8. You got 8. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hi, sweet Deb. You finished 5. Long term, 14. Did you all know that the Crafty Saver does shorts every day? She saves money every day, and she puts it in a short. And the Crafty Saver also puts out these community posts with the cutest little pictures to inspire your day. So if you're not looking at her community posts or her shorts, you're missing out. Oh, I did not see her yet. Hi, Miss Amy. Nice to see you. Uh, Only you can figure that out. And all I say is this, pen to paper. It really does work. 100%. Ooh, go girl. Go, go, go. Oh, Jen says Misha is taking a break from YouTube for a bit. Okay. Thank you for letting us know, Jen. Okay. Hi, Nance. How are you? Speaking of Nance, not this Nancy, but my sister-in-law, Nancy, went to Montreal and she's supposed to come home tomorrow. And she was messaging us saying that they've got like 12 inches and all she wants to do is be home. I'm like, what made her go to Montreal in the winter? What made her do that? Okay, let's talk Elfster for a second. Did y'all notice I have no nails? Every single one of them came off or I ripped them off. With stacking wood and doing everything, I was just like, they were going ping, ping. I was like, that's it, I'm done. So I don't know what route I want to take. And a part of me says, Don, just be natural for a little while. So that's why my hands look the way they do. And they hurt so bad from washing dishes, doing things, cracked, and things like that. So I thought I'd just throw that in there. Elfster, let's talk Elfster. Elfster, remember this. If you cannot be a part of Elfster because of your budget, which is fine, please make sure that you decline the offer. If you came into Elfster, please go double check. Go into that Elfster and change it, because I do believe it's next Sunday. It's next Sunday. Automatically at midnight, when the clock turns, it's like Cinderella, when that clock turns to February 1st, Elfster automatically draws our names and gives us our Cupid, right? Who we're Cupiding. That sound right? Did I make that word up? We're gonna be Cupiding somebody. So please make sure that if you want to be a part of it, you're in it, and it's only to members only. So, and if you wanted to be a part of that, and we have a new member tonight, it's over on my community post. What it is it's a $25 gift. You get to exchange, and you've got to pick things and have it in your wish list. So this is what I wanted to talk about. Your wish list is very important. Our cap is a $25 gift, right? And we'll go over it by $1 or $2. But please make sure you have things that might equal $25. So if you picked out something for $19.99, make sure you have a $5 gift in there too. Please do that and just stay in budget. Stay in budget. So what I'm asking you to do is this. Go check out your Elfster. Look at your wish list and add to it. Make sure that there's things in there. Did I see Miss Judy in here yet? Judy's not in here, is she? I am looking for Miss Judy. All right. Then I would like to talk to you guys about, and thank you, Nikki at Dragonfly Saves and Budget with Mama Bear, and anyone else that is part of the HOP. I'm asking that maybe you guys put out a community post for me tonight, if you don't mind, or tomorrow. And can you just tag our lineup for the week? Now, this week we had 2 changes in our content creators. So on Monday, we have saving the bacon with a K. Remember, Lakin spells bacon with a K, Bakon. I did a community post where all you have to do is click on them and it would take you to their channel. Then we have the Canadian Finance Journey, which is Bobby. Marie, Way of Life. So please go check out Maria, right? She's coming back. I missed her, but she's ready to make a return. So this will be her first HOP in a few months. Make sure you go show her some love. Then we have Lisa Grateful Me on Thursday. And closing out the month, this month, will be Cash Budget Retiree. And her name is Valerie. So if you don't know who these two channels are, please make sure you go check out that community post and get familiar with them. I am beyond grateful that we have new people coming in. Next month, we do have new people coming in again. So each month I'm trying to bring in someone else, and it's working, right? We've got them. So, oh, Miss Maria's right here. There, look, she's right there. Please make sure you are subscribed to her channel. I didn't know you were here, my love. Oh my gosh. If you don't watch her, you're missing out on, how do I describe the feeling when she does her video and she calls you her loves. Hi, my loves. Even though it's her phrase, I feel it. When she says it, I feel it. And she's taken this rough and tough girl, and I've now implemented that phrase to Miss Bella. I open up her cage door and she's sleeping and she had her nap or in the morning, and I get down and I get in the cage with Bella. Yes, I do. I get in the cage with Bella. And I hi, my love. Hi, my love. Good morning, my love. I never had that phrase come out of my mouth, but I have that phrase come out of my mouth because of this beautiful soul. She is coming back, and I'm so excited. Make sure you know her channel and that you go show her some love. Oh my gosh, this village is amazing. Life happens. It happens. It's okay. We're not going anywhere. And when you want to, like, if you leave for a little while and you need to, go do adulting, right? We have to do adulting. I totally get that. Oh gosh, do I get that? But the door's here. Just knock on it again. Oh, wait. You know how that just inspired me? Not that I'm comparing myself to Jesus, but the door. He's always there. Just open it for him, right? So my door is here. I'll open it. Oh my gosh, do you see how things just come full circle? I love that. I do. Sunday nights are really energizing for me right now. They really are. Love it. Love it. You're working on lesson plans. Well, if you lived by me, you would have a snow day tomorrow and maybe even the next day because school's already been closed. Yes. Even though I heard the New York City mayor says there will be no school closures. Either you're not going or you'll be doing virtual. I'm like, oh my gosh, as a kid growing up in New York City, we would listen to WABC in the morning, and you would sit there and they would go through all the public schools would be public schools, but I went to Catholic school. So they'd have to give you each one of the schools, and you would sit there and they do it in alphabetical order. And I went to St. Francis of Assisi. So I literally had to sit there till they got to the S's. But that's how we knew school was closed, by listening to the radio. Who was a part of that? Good night, Kay. Yes. Yes. I love her too. Hi, Kim. Kim is going to be making an appearance in the Hop in February. So please make sure you are subscribed to her channel. If one of my moderators can link her, Nikki, I had asked if I can make you a moderator, didn't I? I think I can do that right now. Stand by. I had asked, and Jeanette in the house. Jeanette, can I make you a moderator too? Or Nick? Oh, I did Nikki already. Nikki is a moderator. Jeanette, may I make you a moderator also? I'll wait for a yes, because sometimes you You get overwhelmed and too much going on. Snow days were always the best. Yes, you used to sit there and pray that there was no school. And okay, and school never closed, right? Public schools would go to school, but Catholic schools would close down. Oh, I love that. Now you get the text messaging. It doesn't even come across the screen on the news anymore. Ah, I can see it now, Nick. I got you. Thank you. And then for those that are my age, let's see if I can do this real quick for Jeanette. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jeanette. And now I'm really going to show my age, right? The clothing that we have now was not really available to our generation. So who used to use baggies or bread wrappers? Like, the Wonder Bread? The loaf of Wonder Bread would come in a bag. And my grandmother would save them all. It's so funny. I have myself up on that screen and my hands were waving too much for me to see. And we would put them under our boots, and our boots were not insulated. Our boots were just rain boots, water boots. And they'd have the elastic, and you'd have to pull that elastic around to the button and connect it. Like, boots for my generation weren't really snow boots. I don't even know when snow boots happened, or else I don't know. You were born and raised in New Jersey. Ah, love that. Yes, yes. Right. Yeah, look at the memories. Yep. Yes, bread bag for the win. Wonder Bread bags. Yes. I remember them like they were yesterday. Oh my gosh. Chrissy, I forgot about those. So for us in Catholic school, you used to have to wear these navy blue clunky shoes. I hated them. And I had a thin heel. And so my foot always slipped out of whatever shoe. They used to have to put a padding in the back of my shoes. And if it rained, we used to have to put the rubber coatings on them. Yes. And then if our jackets were wet and they put them in the lockers, because the locker doors would open and all the doors would open at the same time on the back of the classroom. Do you remember how nasty that used to smell? All the wet, damp clothes. Oh my gosh, I can smell that right now. Oh my God, the memories. That too. Yes, Deb. Yes. Northern Minnesota. Love that. Yes. Holy moly. Yes. Oh goodness. Are you guys loving the walk down memory lane? All right. So a lot of business got done. Now I did not give affirmations yesterday or today. Would you like the affirmations now? And then I'll give them again in tomorrow's video, because I had my grandson yesterday and I still was prepping the house for the storm and things like that, and getting showered and done up for a party. I did not have time to make a video. And then today I was just in just slow, relaxing, chill mode. Now, obviously I'm in a big baggy sweatshirt, but I am actually still in my Jack Skellington warm pajamas. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm ready. I'm so ready just to stay cozy again. Tomorrow will be a different story. I will get up, get dressed, and get going. So no video today. Today was all about just cooking, and John didn't go out at all today. So when John doesn't go out, the dog, Bella, still doesn't, I don't know what the right word would be to use. She's always grabbing for John, always. And I think I know why. He's always on a device. He's always somewhere else, and she wants his attention. That's just my take on it. And he'll be like, just go to mommy, go to mommy. So when John's in the house all day, I'm doing this. I am. Can't you go lay down? I'm like, ah. So for John, he wanted to sit and play with his coins at the dining room table. So I was literally just trying to occupy. It's like having a kid. And then if I don't block off the laundry room door, the dog is going for the boots. And if I turn my back, she's grabbing a tissue out of the tissue box, like, because she wants your attention. So that was my day. And it's okay because John never stays in the house like he did today. So that was that. So no videos, no work. This is my quiet time because Bella went to bed and he's actually watching TV. He's watching TV. I moved the TV again. I put it in front of the windows so I can actually see the TV from here. It's always something in this house. Always. And my daughter-in-law came over an hour early yesterday just to talk, which I love. And then she left and I had Camden. It's a wonderful storm, like a perfect storm, really a perfect storm. We actually just walked across the street to get to school when we were younger. Living in the country when I was a kid, we looked forward to snow days because it meant school. So last night, I have to tell you this. I was talking to one of the older gentlemen that was born and raised here who had older brothers. And gosh, if he's 65, 66, his brothers have to be like 70. So you're talking like 60 years ago. He'd be like, we'd walk down the hill and my older brothers would have the pew-pews, and because they, whatever, like hunting in the morning, they were true farmers. They'd leave it at the tree, walk across the street, go to school, come home from school, grab their pew-pews and head up to the house. So it's amazing how life has changed. You couldn't do that today. And he was telling me old time stories, and I really did enjoy how life was back here in the country growing up. Nick, you did a short today, didn't you, about shoveling snow? I think I saw that. And then a short of yours popped up were you at a county fair and there was a cow behind you and you were like, it was so hot, you had sunburn on your face. Like, it's amazing. Like, because I was on my phone a lot, just like brainless. And a lot, Nikki, you popped up. Yeah. Yeah. Zeus and Bella. I can't tell if the plow has been by, and I'll hear more all about it tomorrow when my daughter-in-law comes. And look at who we have in the house. We have Miss Anne-Marie. Oh, Anne-Marie, I'm kind of curious of where you guys are at because you're east of me. And how I think Boston. Do we have anyone from Boston? And I say that lovingly because I think last time I saw anything, Boston was supposed to get 2 feet. They were supposed to get the brunt of it. Yeah. My nose is itchy. I mean, I'm having a fight. No fight. All right. So let's do affirmations for a second. Are you guys ready? Let's do affirmations. So if today's the 25th, I'd have to do 24. 24 says, I am creating my new life through thoughts, feelings, and actions. I am creating my new life through thoughts, feelings, and actions. So I feel like since we've done The Secret and then we did the magic, I'm getting hot, can you tell? This room is 72 degrees. I track the temperature in almost every room. If you thought that I track on pen to paper only, you were sadly mistaken. I track a lot throughout my house. So it says here, I am creating my new life through thoughts, feelings, and actions. I'm going to say I am. In January was a testimony to how I wanted to kick off the new year, right? And remember, I want to do positive affirmations again towards the end of this video. So make sure you have something that's resonating with you tonight, because I do want you guys to drop them when I say drop. And then I want to read them. And I want everyone to pause, maybe be still for a few minutes and hear it. Like, isn't that, because for the last couple of weeks that we've been doing that, I have to tell you, I have my Gmail open right now. My Gmail gets bombarded on Monday mornings with positive stuff. The messages and the texts are amazing. You guys are loving it. All right. So then for today, Sunday the 25th, I love this one. Are you ready? I have the power to change my life and achieve my dreams. I have the power to change my life and achieve my dreams. I take ownership of that one. It's up to me. I am doing it. I'm 2 feet on the ground and I am headed in that direction. Who's with me? Who's with me? Oh my gosh. Who would have thought? I'm trying to think of what shirt I have on underneath here. If I could take off my sweatshirt. I have a freaking thermal on. Oh my gosh. All right. No, that's not that one. I do believe that this one has a hole. It might even be under the armpit. That's how old this one is. Come on, don't you agree that like the cooler weather, the chilly weather, the weather where you are bundling up, don't you look for the coziest of clothes, the clothes that's worn a little bit more than the other, just because you love that feeling? I do. In fact, I have 2 sweatshirts here, but who knows? Who knows what this sweater is? Who's the first to know what this sweater is? If I hold this sweater up, what do I call this sweater? First person to get it right, I will give you a combo of your choice, a savings challenge combo of your choice. Who can name this sweater? What do I call this sweater? No, it's got a name. Bev got it. Bev, what do you want? Email me. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like my perfume. It smells like patchouli. Oh, don't you love it when sometimes when you can smell your perfume on your clothing because you don't usually smell it on you? Yes, this is my love sweater. I do. So, you guys want to know why I call it the love sweater? Who wants to know? I'll tell that story again. That's a good story. I want to see what you guys have to say. Why? Taylor's like, why? Uh-huh. Okay. Um, Trying to think of what year. Let's ask Google. Let's ask Google. In the 90s, was the Daily News strike in 1990? Yes. Okay. Um, the Daily News, the New York City newspaper, was on strike. And you're talking 1990. I'm gonna do the math. I don't even know how many years ago that was. 36? Is it 36? It's gotta be 36. It's 36. Someone do the math for me. Daily News was on strike and they gave us really long shifts, 12-hour shifts, a little longer than that sometimes, depending on. And if you didn't know this, I'm a retired New York City police officer, and so is Sean. So back in those days, here's the age thing again, right? Showing my age. And we were talking about boots and just a few minutes ago as being kids, and things aren't what they are today. They didn't really have women's winter clothes. And I had to wear men's work boots, and I'd have to wear men's thermals. In fact, no, my navy blue thermal is as old as this sweatshirt. And it's a guy's sweatshirt, guy's thermal. I still, and I still fit, knock on wood, I still fit into my stuff. So I had I think it was like 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning tour, or 4 o'clock to 4 o'clock, whatever it was. And I stood outside freezing my butt off because we had to stand outside all night long. And John pulled up to see me on his break. And he saw me. I was shivering. I was freezing. You could go inside, get warm up for a few seconds, but you had to be back out on your post because if the boss came around, you had to be out there. He took the sweater off his back and gave it to me. So, okay, so John can't fit into this now, but I can. I had to tease him, right? I have to tease him. So this is my love sweater. He took the sweater off his back to give to me. Yes. I don't think he would now. Oh, no, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Are we laughing? Yes. You're a 91 baby? You're making me feel really old. Oh my God. You guys are killing me. You all jumping on board? Here I am policing the streets of New York City, and you guys are just being born? I needed this laugh. I needed this. Wait, I was, or the TV? What do you mean? Oh, so, where was I going before this stilly thing popped up? Talk about being, oh, love this. Okay. Oh, that's funny. You were 22. Okay. Yeah, I was probably 22-ish, right? Wouldn't I have been 22? I don't even know. You guys do the math. Oh, how funny. I was going somewhere with that. Who can direct me back to where I was going with that one before we got sidetracked with that sweater? I was on a mission. I was on a mission. All right. So a few weeks ago, I had my Kindle out, and I want to read you guys something. Oh, last week was deep. Wasn't last week deep? Last week was definitely deep. And who could see this? I went to read my Kindle last night, and I don't know what happened to it. Yesterday afternoon, that wasn't there. And now it looks like someone put something on it, or maybe the dog stepped on it, or I don't know. But I feel like it's got a glitch, and it's going to the whole screen's going to disappear on me. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I want to talk Christmas break, I think it was. Budget with Mama Bear, she's still here. She said that someone gifted her this book. And she says, I think you would really like it. And I was like, really? She says, yeah. It's all right. Let me download it on the Kindle. All right, this way I can, at night when I go to bed, I can watch it. Anybody else reading this story? Anyone else reading this book or read it? I'm going to wait a few seconds. I want to see. So you remember my stories. You get in my stories. Love that. Weather, safety, finances. Okay. All right, Chrissy's got that book. Chrissy, have you read the book? Just curious. Nikki, you have this book? Okay. I want to read a few things from in here. In fact, you know what I'd like to do? If you guys are okay with it, I would like to just read the introduction. It's just a couple of pages long. Okay. Are you ready? It's just a little bit of a story time. It wouldn't be stories without, but make sure you have your affirmations. All right, ready? So this is Mel Robbins. Do you guys follow Mel Robbins? I follow her on Instagram, right? Motivational. And let me tell you, I am all about that right now. All about that. Noise versus signal has been coming to me for, I don't know, close to 2 years now. And now it's really resonating more than it ever has. So this is her story. If you did not know this, this is her story. At the age of 41, I found myself in $800,000 in debt, unemployed, and watching my husband's restaurant business crumble. It felt like we failed at life with no hope of ever escaping the debt. To deal with the anxiety and self-doubt, my main strategy became avoidance. Now, listen, just listen, because I know that some of us have been there, right? Avoid getting up by hitting the snooze button. Avoid the pain with alcohol. Avoid responsibility by blaming my husband. Avoid looking for a job by procrastinating however I could. I enviously watched as my friends found success after success in their careers while we struggled to get groceries on the table. I had just been laid off and had no idea what to do with my life. I already tried being a public defender for the Legal Aid Society in New York City, being a lawyer in a large firm in Boston, working for a few startups, doing business development at an advertising agency, becoming a life coach, hosting a call radio show, and even opening a small paint-your-own pottery studio. I felt completely lost, like nothing I did would ever be enough to dig us out of the hole that we were in. If you've ever been in this situation, you know how monumental even the simplest task seems. Getting out of bed, opening your bills, being fully present with your family, cooking a nice meal, applying for a job, going for a walk, canceling that subscription, or even just being honest about the extent to which you're struggling. Everything feels impossible. Every morning when I woke up, the anxiety was coursing through my veins. And I thought, is this really what it's going to be like for the rest of my life? But you want to know the funny thing about being stuck? I knew exactly what I needed to do. Get up, tackle the dreaded pile of bills, get the kids ready for school, make myself go on walks, reach out to my friends for support, make a budget, find a job. And yet, I couldn't seem to do any of it. Then she says, this is how I changed my life. I'll never forget the morning when everything changed for me. The alarm went off, and there I was, lying in bed, completely overwhelmed by our problems. Like so many of us, I was paralyzed by my own thoughts, and the last thing I wanted to do was get up and face another day. But then something strange happened. A thought popped into my head that would ultimately change my life. It was so simple, almost silly. I remembered watching a rocket launch on my way, and the way NASA wait, let me start. This is the part. Pay attention. Tune it in. Can't mess this one up. She goes, it was so simple, almost silly. I remembered watching a rocket launch and the way that NASA counted down to blast off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought, what if I just counted backwards like that and launch myself out of bed? It would seem ridiculous, but I was desperate, so I gave it a shot. I counted backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I got out of bed. Just like that. I didn't think about how tired I was or how much I didn't want to face my problems. I simply moved before my brain had a chance to talk me out of it. It's like launching a rocket. Once you start the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there's no turning back. At that point in my life, I was so used to letting my thoughts paralyze me and stress consume me that the concept felt completely foreign. I remembered what a revelation it was when I thought to myself, wait a minute, I can feel horrible and still do what I need to do. Yes, Mel, you can, and it worked. In those 5 seconds, I had interrupted the cycle of overthinking. It felt like a small victory, but it was also a revelation. If I could push through those 5 seconds of fear, maybe I could push through anything. So I began counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is going to become a habit here, right? Can you see this? This has got to be our next movement. We have to incorporate this into our life, into our savings. We have to. This is something that's so inspiring, even though it's just a silly countdown. Are you feeling me on this? If so, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the comments. So I began counting backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anytime there was something I needed to do, but I didn't feel motivated to do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up when that alarm rings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up that phone and start networking to find a job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the bills that had been piling up on the counter for months. I started calling this countdown technique the 5-second rule. It's so simple. The moment you have an instinct to act, you have to physically move within 5 seconds, or your brain will talk you out of it. Just start counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Take action before hesitation kicks in. Here's why it works. Are you ready? Here's why it works. Counting backwards requires focus and snaps you out of autopilot. Now, as content creators and we're doing our videos. And, you know, I think some of you told me that I have an extra amount of money in my Viewmaster. I haven't gone to look yet. Why? Why would there be extra money? How come I didn't catch that? Prime example is because when I'm filming, I'm on autopilot. That sucks for me because I feel like I'm missing out and I don't get a chance to go rewatch my video. So when I sit down, I go, "Oh, where was I at? Where was I at? What am I supposed to do? Where?" And now that my new planners are all set up, I was doing something with Lisa yesterday. She persisted budgeting saving. And I'm like, I don't remember what binder it's in, what planner it's in, because I've changed things around. And I was in the moment, but then I wasn't in the moment, and I'm still not in the moment. So you get that, right? You're on autopilot. That's just an example, right? That's only one. So take action before the hesitation kicks in. Here's why it works. Counting backwards requires focus and snaps you out of autopilot, giving you just enough of that push to get going, to get you going. It helps you power through fear and doubt or procrastination. Let me finish this paragraph. Every time you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's like tipping the first domino. Momentum kicks in and boom, you are no longer thinking about what you need to do. You are already doing it. And the best part, once you start moving, it's way easier to keep going. Okay. Cleaning the house, right? Washing laundry, doing things. The moment you sit down for just 5 minutes, maybe to have that afternoon coffee, you're like, shoot, I don't want to get back up. Body in motion stays in motion. Same concept. In my head, once you stop moving, it's easier to keep going. It's easy for me to get up in the morning, have that cup of coffee, start my day, and don't stop until it's time for bed. That's just me. I don't, now, that's the paragraph. I'm going to go back for a second. I'm curious of what you all have to say. Look at you, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You guys are loving it. I am using that to get up in the morning. Love that. Look at you guys go. All right. So you're loving tonight. I'm loving tonight. I am. Yes. Uh-huh. Do you think this will work for most? I think it will work if you want it to work. If you have that, I think positive, if you come into this positively, it's going to work. If you come into this thinking you are the little train that could, think of that story. Did you grow up with that story? The little train that could? I know I reference it often. It's one of my favorites as a kid. If you come in and grab this book and say, I'm gonna do what she says, I'm gonna do this, where's the opportunity? The opportunity to succeed is within you. If you come into this going, I wonder if it's going to work, what do you think is going to happen? Do you agree with me on that one? Take action before hesitation. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you are reading it. I am back from dinner. Okay. Can we talk about this? We got lots to talk about, and we're 8:25. Oof. Tomorrow's a snow day. Don't worry about it. Do you see inspiration comes from those you surround yourself with, right? Do you see why I so want Sunday nights to be filled with motivation, positivity? I want us to be like-minded. I want us to come in here tonight and say, Monday, okay, you count, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want us to come in on Sunday nights and go, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you got nothing on me, because Sunday night was my boom. How inspiring. How inspiring, right? That's what I want. And I got this And I read this part already, but today, for some reason, I sat at the fireplace. I was like, you know what? Let me go back and reread. I love to do things twice. I love to watch the same movie. I even looked up, why do I like to do that? Because it's comforting. You know what's coming, but you're now seeing it for a second time. Same thing with The Secret. Read it again. But it's all because of this lady right here. She inspired me to do this. And every day, I want you to feel inspired by one of us. I don't ever want you to be brought down. I want you to be raised up. Oh, there's that passionate girl in me. Love that. Yes. And we gotta switch it. Switch it. Yeah, what was for dinner? Listen, my body could tell me no. Mindset, yes. Habits, practice, not for me. What's not for you? Girl, I have so much to read. Yes, my friend, you do. We all do. And you know what? Can we talk about that for a second? For the last year, if you've been with me, you've heard me say this. I'm thriving for more knowledge. For the past year, well, I've been saying it for over a year. Maybe you guys could tell me, right? What I feel the need to keep learning, to raise that bar, to feel like, and it's coming from reading, and not reading. One of the men I met this week, they're looking to be entrepreneurs on a different level, right? But whatever they're doing, they're trying to make a romance novel community, however they're doing it, because his wife loves romance novels, and I get that. That's cool. But wouldn't you want to read something that's going to help you be a better entrepreneur, help you raise the bar, help you budget, help you with your finances, help you with motivation? I don't know. I'd rather that than that. Just saying. That's just for me. And even my Instagram, my YouTube reels are all Thunder by Imagine Dragon. That song is in my head and it's not leaving. And it's inspiring for me. But my Instagram is all about motivation. And so much of it is manifestation and The Secret. If you're not following me on Instagram, maybe follow me, because my stories will tell you a story on where I'm at for the day and what I am tuning into. After I read chapter 1, I went to work and used the phrase "let them" about 100 times, and it saved your sanity. I'm not even there yet. I think that this beginning, I think it was so important for us tonight as a community, because I know that some of us have, it's so easy to be unmotivated. It really is. It takes nothing. But to get motivated, it's like moving a mountain. Yes, ma'am. Wanda, can I tell you, I love you. I do. I love your words, but for some reason, your smile melts me. Just letting you know, my friend. Just letting you know. Because your picture comes up bigger on my end. Just saying. Love it. Oh, Wanda, sometimes you have to have a negative attitude. Some things come in front of you that put you into a better mindset. Okay, love that. Oh, Nikki, you can go to bed. I give you permission. Not that you needed my permission. Okay, love this. Love this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm a positive, but I didn't say it doesn't work. I just questioned some things. And you know what? We're supposed to question things, my friend. You're supposed to. Oh, love that. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, ready? Next paragraph. 1 5-second move at a time. I forced myself to put one foot in front of the other and slowly step back into my life. I won't lie to you, it wasn't easy. The next couple of years were among the hardest of my life. It's not easy to claw your way out of debt or face the painful issues in a marriage. It's not easy to quit the anxiety or push through the self-doubt. It's hard to update your resume and look for a job when you question the value you bring. It's a grind to force yourself to get back into shape, create a healthier habit after you've let yourself go. It is definitely not glamorous to work all day, then come home and take care of 3 kids, spend a few minutes with my husband, and then stay up late every night trying to figure out ways that I can make money. But that's what I did. The 5-second rule taught me that action is the answer. Thinking about your problems will never solve them. Waiting around to feel like doing something means you'll never do it. It taught me that wait a second, I lost it. I hit it too many times. It taught me that no one is coming to save you. You must save yourself from yourself. Can someone type that for me so I can put it up here? You must save yourself from yourself. Night, Nick. Okay, got you. All right. You have to force yourself to make little moves forward all day, every day, especially when you don't feel like it. Using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I pushed through the excuses, the anxiety, the overwhelming, the fear, and step by step, day by day, week by week, I slowly took the action that put my life and career back on track. My husband started using it and pushed himself to face the issues in his business head on, and it worked for him too. But it would be another 3 years before I told anyone else about the 5-second rule. I had been reluctant to share it with anyone because, first, I didn't know why it worked, and second, I didn't feel like I was in a position to give anyone advice. But that all changed one faithful day when an old roommate recommended me as the perfect person to give advice on career change at a small event. I suppose she thought it of me because I changed my career so many times. Even I had lost count. The event offered to fly me and my husband to San Francisco and put us up in a hotel. When you're struggling financially, that sounds like a free vacation. So I said yes. This was the first time I had ever given a speech on a stage at an event. The only public speaking class I had ever taken was in high school. And as soon as I boarded the plane, that's when the panic started to sink in. What on earth had I gotten myself into? You must say, it didn't change pages. Okay. When I walked through onto the stage and I saw 700 people in the audience staring back at me, my mind went blank and I could feel my chest and neck turning red. I then proceeded to have a 21-minute long anxiety attack on stage. About 19 minutes in, I forgot how to end my talk on the career change. So I blurted out the 5-second rule and how I used it because I couldn't think of anything else to say. I must have blacked out because I don't even remember the part where I gave anyone in the audience my email address. So I don't want to read the whole entire thing because then it goes on to talk about she gave out her email address. She started getting emails. She started answering every single one of them. People had confided in her. How many people started using the 54321, right? And I want to leave it on this because we are at 8:36 and I want to do this. So what she did was she put on her lawyer hat and started researching habits, human behavior, and the science of motivation. She needed to make a case in her own head, right? Basically, why does counting 54321 work? I gathered evidence from the experiences of ordinary people who had been using it. I found compelling precedent from the accounts and therapists, addiction specialists, and medical doctors who had begun recommending it to their patients. And all of the evidence pointed to a simple explanation. Ready for this? Someone type this out. Small, consistent actions change everything. Small, consistent actions change everything. Unbelievable. So I'm still reading. I'm going to continue, but I felt like tonight I felt like we needed to hear this. When the 54321, it's just that simple. When Bella, and this is how I kind of related it to me. Find your relationship to this. Bella's puppy. Bella's she's a different puppy than I've ever had. She comes in and she forgets how to behave. And when she does behave, she's an amazing behavior. She's matured. Let's get this out right. So I don't get mad at her. It's like I get her. And I am trying to do these small, consistent actions that, like, I'll just start rubbing on her ear. And then I bring her back, right? And all of a sudden, I see that glassed over look disappear. It's like she gets this going, right? So I think we can all get that. We all get that in that moment. Oh my God, I got TJ and John are great at this. I don't have time for that. I got too much to do. I got to do that. And you get into that. I got no time. I can't do that. I got this going on. I got that going on. Pause it. Find that small, consistent action to change what is blocking you. That is your boundary, which is we have a blocker. Everybody's got a blocker. How can we go around that blocker? She's come up with that 54321, that phrase. Let's use it. Let's use it this week. Now, this is just the beginning of it. We didn't even get into the let them. I really would suggest reading this. I'm gonna read it, and I think next week we need to talk about this again. We need to find this and use this for ourselves. Look at you all. The Hop. We talked about the Hop. The Hop has new. Please don't forget that we have 2 new channels doing the Hop this week. Yes. Love it. With that being said, we are 8:40, 20-40 hours. Are you guys ready to drop positive affirmations at me? I'm gonna let the comments go for a few seconds. I'm gonna let everybody get them in. I'm gonna go back and read the comment about the hop. Oh, it's like a fidget, right? When you touch each finger, right? Okay, we're gonna start. We have 69 strong. Are you guys not dropping your affirmations? Come on, guys, drop your affirmations. Good night, Janet. Snow days, great for hibernating at home. I release all negative thoughts about the past and all worries about the future. I'm able to make big changes with small actions. I present my true self to the world. I set the tone for my success. Consistency builds wealth. I will push myself to do more daily. I love that. Now, the only thing I can guess is that the people that are watching are not members. Come on, guys. How many of you guys are here? Drop us an affirmation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bookend to help with habit. When I am consistent, when I am consistent, I will reach my goals. Love that. I have the power to manifest my dreams. I have an aura that draws in opportunities and success. I know I am worthy of having anything I desire. I choose my choices. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, with that being said, I know it's 8:45. We're going to end 15 minutes early. I want to just go sit by the fireplace a little bit before I actually head to bed tonight. Oh, wait, we got more. Hold on. Hello, everyone. I'm late. I'll watch the replay later. Hi, Miss Marissa. Hi, Miss An. I am growing at my own pace. This is not a reach, and I will not compare. Ooh, I love that one. I let go of what does not serve me to make room for what does. Ooh, I like that one a lot too. Good night, Taylor. I choose to stop self-doubt. Hi, Latrice. Love it. Love it. Okay, race. Got you on. With that being said, it's 8:45. I hope that everyone has a safe evening. Stay warm. If you are traveling tomorrow, please take it slow. All right, everyone. Enjoy your evening, and I will take video and video. I'll probably go outside and video tomorrow, and you will see it all. And don't forget, like 2 nights ago, I think I walked through the woods. If you didn't see that video, nice little walk through the woods. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a great evening. Love yous. See you in the next one. Bye.